I have chosen a religion. In a free world, through that freedom, I have chosen to restrict myself within that particular freedom. If they say you are free to do what you want, well, I will look at that statement and tell myself, well, in that case, am I not free not to do what I do not want to do? Subhanallah. Subhanallah. The unfortunate thing is, if you take a look at the modern age and what's going on as the days pass, the freedom is sometimes only one-sided. When they say you are free to do as you wish, they actually mean you are free to do as we wish at times. And that is manifest in certain aspects of the deen that some nations have made prohibited to adopt. And they'll tell you, but you are free. We say religious freedom, then you visit a country and they tell you, that scarf you have on your head is disallowed here. But what about my freedom? No, you are oppressed because I believe you are oppressed. But my freedom, no, that's not freedom. So where do we stand? Is that not hypocrisy? Is that not something we need to address? If we are truly free to remove clothing, wouldn't we be free to wear the clothing because we are believers? So through the freedoms of the modern age, we have chosen to restrict ourselves with the restrictions that Allah has placed upon us according to us. And therefore, we must remain steadfast no matter what. If a day comes when people impose on you and I something that is displeasing to Allah, we will still abstain from it because it's prohibited. I give you an example of intoxicants. I can give you an example of alcohol. So at times what happens is the world out there, take a look at our country. We are in Nigeria at the moment. It may be legal from a legal perspective for someone to buy and sell, according to the law of the land, alcohol or intoxicants. Does that make it okay for Muslims to do the same? Because through the freedoms that the same country allows you, you have restricted yourself and you believe, I should not do it. I should not do it. And so many things are allowed. So many things are allowed according to the laws of the countries you may be living in. But as a Muslim, you know, well, I'm not going to do that. Not just as a Muslim. Sometimes the values that people who might not even believe in a faith may have might prohibit them from doing things because of the value they actually adopt. Are they not free to abstain from something? They are. What freedom are we talking about? We're talking about the freedoms of the modern age. The freedoms in our countries. That does not mean I have to participate in everything and anything that is allowed or permissible. Like I said, because I am a Muslim, I have chosen to be a Muslim. There is no compulsion when it comes to entry into the deen of Allah. La ikraha fid deen. No compulsion. No one can force you to enter into the fold of Islam. No one can force you, can compel you to enter into the fold of Islam. That's your decision. You choose it out of your freedom and you pay a price or you earn a reward, whatever it may be, for the decisions you've made. So if you are going to hold yourself back because you've adopted a certain faith and the faith does not allow you to do something, you will be rewarded based on that faith. In this case, I'm talking of Islam. But there is a very strong drive nowadays across the globe to shove down the throats of everyone certain aspects and elements and ways of living, perhaps claiming that you will only be considered free when you do what we believe you must do. Well, where's the freedom? There is no freedom. In that case, there wouldn't be freedom, because in actual fact, it is the opposite. It is the other way around. The issue of hijab is just one example. And that is why we say in this country of Nigeria, where truly the law of the land gives you the freedom to dress this way or that way, and so we as Muslims are happy that at least we have within the law of the land a freedom that allows us to adopt what we believe we should be adopting. So make use of it, my brothers and sisters, while it is there. There are people in other countries who had those freedoms. One wonders whether they made use of those freedoms or not, but a day came when they were snatched away from them through the hypocrisy, sometimes of some advanced nations. What hypocrisy am I talking about? I'm talking about using the term freedom in order to snatch away the same freedom. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. My brother, you are free to worship as you wish, but you're not allowed to enter the mosques. Come on, what did you just say? My sister, you are free to dress as you want, but you're not allowed to wear hijab. What is that? What did you just say? Or you're not allowed to wear a niqab, for example. The ruling of which I'm not going to get into right now, it's not even our topic. But if someone themselves have chosen that, you know what, I believe that this, I want to get it done. Wow. We are facing challenges. The way pornography is being marketed is such that it becomes unavoidable at a stage, and depending on where you're living is no longer an issue, because it's available all over the globe. It becomes more important for us to abstain. I promise you, my brothers, my sisters, when you stay away from something for the sake of Allah, no matter how free the world may be around you, Allah will grant you as a believer contentment, bliss, happiness and success after success. That's what we believe, and others are free to believe what they want. According to what? According to the law of the land, they are free to believe what they want.